Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to Hump Day, middle of the week, Wednesday. I'm glad you're able to join us today as we prepare for the morning show. We won't have Dave today. Dave's off today, but he will be back with us tomorrow and looking forward to that. But we do want to remind you again of some of the free reports we have, given what we're seeing in the marketplace today. I just want to remind you about our free report on understanding market corrections. We've seen a lot of volatility in the stock market, and so we've got a free report. All you have to do is text the word market to that number, 863-285-3815. Just text the word market to 863-285-3815. Hey, I'm going to have Scott with me this morning. Hang tight. He'll be with me in just a moment.
105.7 The Highlands, Light FM, with a song that was once banned in Ireland for its allegedly sacrilegious message. There's REM, Losing My Religion. It's 8:40. Let's get caught up in the world of finance and investments. Phillip Statler on the line with us this morning. Hey, how you doing, Phillip?
I'm doing well, man. It's been a little while since you and I have talked, Scott.
I know. I missed you. Everything well with you?
Everything's going well, man. We're doing good. I was thinking this morning on my drive in, I said, you know what? You and I have known each other for about 20 years now.
Oh, good 20 years. Yeah, we go back a while. Yeah. Say a lot of good stuff to get to this morning, Phillip. Why don't we begin with yesterday's markets?
Hey, yesterday was a great day. It was actually the second best day of 2019 in terms of what the markets did. The Dow Jones was up 512 points. That's a little over 2%, and that put them in positive territory for the year. The S&P 500 up 2.14%, $58.82. And then the NASDAQ up 194 points, 2.65%. However, the NASDAQ is still negative for the last 12 months. So, but it was a great day on Wall Street, hoping that we're going to see some follow through today, Scott.
Okay, real good. Hey, we're going to ask you about interest rates, but real quick, this has been in the news quite a bit here recently. What's your take on all this talk about tariffs, one way or the other?
Tariffs, I was talking to Dave the other day about them. It's unfortunate, but they're used for a reason. We've been put at an unfair advantage over the last, it seems like forever, really. And so I think Trump's just trying to get things more on an even scale because, our trade deficit is getting so big. Now, I believe that eventually they're going to come to some agreement because President Trump wants to get reelected. And if he doesn't have that thing worked out by the end of this year, then he's going to have a tough road ahead.
Sure. Everything's a negotiation, right?
That's right. Absolutely.
Okay. So let's move on to interest rates. What's the latest on interest rates?
So, we've been talking about interest rate and inverted yield curve. We're seeing a little bit of movement up finally. But I think what helped the markets a lot yesterday, Scott, was that we're finally seeing some saber rattling on the Fed side that they are considering cutting interest rates. And that's been something that Trump's wanted now for probably about the last 8 to 9 months. And so he's finally starting to get some traction there. Chairman Powell talked about it the other day about, he'll act as appropriate to sustain the expansion that we're seeing in this economy. So that was a big help yesterday on the market side, is that there's some indication that we could see some rate cuts this year.
Okay, real good. Also, some jobs reports came out, I guess, right?
Yeah, today's ADP jobs rates come out. And so last month we had some really great numbers. This month, however, not so good. A matter of fact, it's the worst we've seen since March of 2010. We only increased private payrolls by 27,000. Not much at all. That's really a sad showing. And like I said, it's the weakest growth we've seen since March of 2010. And mostly small businesses were the biggest issue there. Some people business that employ less than 19 employees basically lost or cut 50,000 jobs last month. So that was a big hurt when it comes to the job market.
Okay, interesting. That is interesting. Also, company news. What do we have in company news today?
Well, we do have a few things coming out today. We're getting towards the end of earnings seasons, but we have a couple household names that came out. We have Campbell Soups. They're an old staple there in the grocery store
Yeah.
to bring
One
home.
of my favorites.
That's
Yeah.
right. They beat. They came in 9 cents ahead on earnings per share. They beat on revenue. They've increased their full year outlook, which is always a good sign. They're trading up this morning, 3.25%. So that's some good news there for Campbell's Soup. We had Salesforce, and people may not recognize that, but in the business world, Salesforce has become a pretty popular name. They put together contact management so you can track all your clients and customers and that type of stuff. And they beat substantially. They came in at 93 cents a share. They're only expected to come in at 61 cents a share. So a great beat there. Revenue top forecast. They gave better than expected full year outlook again. And so some good things coming there. They're up about 3.1% this morning. And then I've got one last one. It's a popular name for teenagers and gamers, and it's called GameStop. Now, GameStop's had some struggles over the last couple years, but they managed to eke out a beat on earnings per share. They were 3 cents better than expected. They actually missed on revenue. And one of the big components that we look at, Scott, is same-store sales, and it fell 10.3%, which is not a good sign. They also cut their dividends. So they've had to take some drastic measures. They're down 29% this morning. They will actually open up right now at $5.52, which will be a new 52-week low for them.
Wow, isn't that something? Okay,
Yeah.
Well, look into your crystal ball and tell us what to look forward to today there, Phillip.
Well, we've seen the futures start to decline since the job numbers came out about 7 o'clock this morning. But they're still in the green. The Dow's up about 0.25%, which is $65. We've got the S&P 500 up 0.25 point, $7. Nasdaq's up not quite 0.5%, $32. Gold is really shooting up here. It's up another 1.5% this morning, up to $1,348 an ounce. Silver's getting the same kind of bounce this morning, up 1.25% to $14.96 an ounce, still under 15. And we've got crude oil down another 1.5% to $52.65 a barrel. So we've got some numbers. Hopefully we can keep that moving forward this morning.
All right, super good. Anything else you have for us there, Phillip? Oh, and you still have the show, right?
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. We still have our morning radio show, our weekly radio show. But the other thing I've been mentioning this last couple of weeks is we've got a free report, Scott, that especially the volatility we're seeing in these stock markets, understanding market corrections. And it's easy for folks to get. All they have to do is pull out their cell phones and text the word market to 863-285-3815. It's that easy to get that report. With the volatility, it's a good time to make sure people don't have too much risk in their portfolio, and we can do our financial x-ray report for them. All they have to do is give us a call at 382-0037 to schedule that appointment. And like you said, our radio show every weekend, noon on Saturdays, 10 a.m. Sunday mornings on News Talk 730 a.m.
All right. Always a pleasure. Good talking to you, Phillip. You have a great day, okay?
Hey, it's good talking to you, Scott, and we'll talk to Dave in the morning, I guess.
Right. Hey, we appreciate that. We'll see you soon. There's Phillip Statler at Statler Financial Services. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Stop